Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you getting into my budget. We're working on Paycheck 1 today and we are going to go ahead and get the budget going for that and set that up and have it ready for the actual cash that's actually sitting in the checking account and discovering how much I need to balance forward to the next month or what is available left to balance forward to, not the next month, the next paycheck period, which will happen the 15th of this month. So we have 2 full weeks in Paycheck 1, and then the 15th through the 31st is the rest of the month. So looking at the calendar for that, let me kind of take a peek at that. As far as our weekly check-in schedule, if you follow that, I'm going to do one on Thursday because I've had to put a little bit of September in here. And then here I won't be able to put one up, but I might put it up on Saturday. So it'll be ending on Thursday. Friday's the first of a new week for me. So this one normally goes up on Friday. I'll have to push that to Saturday, and then the rest of the week would be good because of travel plans and things like that. So I have to push some of my different videos down the road a little bit. So there we go. So we're going to go ahead and get into this first half of the month, first 2 weeks, Paycheck 1. First thing we have is my husband's military retirement pension that he gets every month. And that is $1,898.12. VA disability is $2,428.91. Rent is $803. Our oldest son pays us rent every month, and that is his contribution to the household expenses for his needs. And then my husband's salary check, I know the actual, so that is $1,413.57. And then other, we did balance forward from September to October, $134.55. So that is our numbers for this paycheck period. And I'm going to go ahead and total those up. You had me at All right, so we are looking at $6,678.15 as income for the first couple weeks of the month. I do not know what the dividends are for our checking account. This all reflects our checking account, so any money in and any money out, all money comes into the checking account and then it's dispersed out from there. Any money in and going out is accounted for here on the paycheck ledger here. So the actuals, I know these are pending deposits. This actually already happened and this already happened. I'm still waiting for the change from the dividends. So I'll fill the actuals in later, but that's where we're at right now. Now in our bills, we include our tithing, and it's based on when they come out. So that's the order I have everything listed here is by due date, not necessarily what we consider, first fruits and taking it out first. We are considering it first. I'm just putting it down based on due date. And so God's Outreach is a food pantry. If you see my monthly budget, you would recognize all of this. $95.06, nothing's changed yet. So that is going there. Everything I have is automated, so it's very easy except for my water bill because it fluctuates. I don't automate it. I just kind of go ahead and put an amount that I think it's going to be and then go from there. So, and I actually do know my water bill, so that's going to be interesting. And then my numbers are going to change a little bit. So PHC is a pregnancy help center. We like to support young women or even older women who use the pregnancy help center to help them with their children and their families and their unborn babies. And they do ultrasounds and things like that, which is pretty amazing. Amazon Music is $10.59. This is so my husband can download music and use it in his playlist as he's driving around backcountry roads where there's no radio signal and no cell signal. So he likes to do that, and that's why he has this subscription. Mortgage is $2,522 and 96 cents. Again, this is mortgage plus a debt payment, which is $550 a month for principal only payment to advance paying off this mortgage by the time we turn 65. So yeah, that's coming up. Spectrum is our internet only. It's $109.99. Greater Europe Missions are missionaries that we absolutely love and help support. This is part of our tithing. $256.75, and then our tithe is $168.18. And then water, I do know what it is. It's more than I thought, so I'm going to have to pull that email up. Okay, so for some reason it jumped up to $70.30. I don't know if they did an adjustment and for the year, once a year, because it jumps up $70 every year, and for last year and this year around this time to compensate for any shortages. I don't know. They're supposed to make sure it's covered properly, but that is what the actual is for this paycheck period. So there will be some adjustments that have to be made for that, because it's $20 more than what I planned, $20.30 more. Next we have Hulu. This is our cable and streaming services, so it's $95.39. And then YouTube Premium, which is $24.92. HP Inc. is $7.41. Dash Pass is $9.99. We're still saving over $20 a month for that by using the Dash Pass, even though it costs us monthly. And I'm going to look into the annual and see if that makes a difference. Geico is our car insurance. So $177.24. All right. So that is the fixed expenses that I have for this time period. Now we're going to go on to the variable expenses. So this is like grocery, household. I just put GH for that. Restaurants, put rest for that. Miscellaneous, gasoline, copay. That's all doctor's appointments, prescriptions, medical bills, things like that. The small ones. The bigger, if there's a bigger medical bill, I would have to do something different. And then unbudgeted, which I don't want to use, but if I need to, I have a place to put it. So my monthly, since Paycheck 1 gets half and Paycheck 2 gets the second half, so $1,600 is what I planned for the month. $800 for two, oops, daggone it. $1,600 divided by 2 is $800. And that is what I planned for Paycheck 1. Restaurants, I have 600 divided by 2, and that gives me 300 for 2 weeks. And then miscellaneous is $300 divided by 2, and that gives us $150. And then gasoline is $2.50 divided by 2, and that's $125. So this is half of the gasoline. And then copay is $100 divided by 2 is 50. I know how to do this math. I just thought I'd show you on the calculator. And I always budget 0 for unbudgeted because it's just a placeholder for things that we're not sure what's going to happen. So that is the fixed expenses, and that is the variable expenses. So let's take a look at what the numbers actually are, and we're going to total these two columns up, and we'll come back and see what the estimated balance forward, or EBF, is for Paycheck 2. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride out the blue. Okay, my first column here is $3,636.76. Hopefully my math turns out right because I didn't compensate for the actual, water bill. Is $20.30 difference. So I have to double check that number on my notes and see if it's accurate. Now we're going to go ahead and total the variable expenses. So that is 25, and that is what we're working with now. So let's see, $6,678.15 minus $3,636.76 and minus $1,425. Is that right? Oh, I totaled this up wrong. Okay, I found my mistake. It's supposed to be 78, not 76. So there's that. And yet, this is still kind of strange. Okay, I am back and I had to do some math and figure out why is it looking a little bit different than it did previous months. I made a couple changes and I was off by 2 cents here, so I corrected that. I put 76 cents and 78 cents. Not sure where my typo was, but that's what happened. I redid the math here. I don't want to run through that all over again with you guys, but that's okay. So I have $6,678.15 as the income to start with at the beginning of October for Paycheck 1. Here we have $3,636.78 as what we are spending in our fixed expenses, and $1,425 and 0 cents for our variable expenses. This is our spending categories. So that leaves estimated balance forward, EBF is what I like to call it. It's not a technical term, it's just something I made up. So $1,616.37. The reason for this being higher than previous months where it was like $800 balance forward estimated is because I don't have my sinking funds here at the beginning of the month. I decided to put it in the second paycheck of the month, and I still have to balance forward quite a bit of money. So that is why that's there. That's why this is higher than previous months. It's just where I had placed that 400 and how much is our sinking funds? 466.65 later in the month. And that's how it's going to work out better. I used to do it later in the month or last paycheck of every month, or at least the second paycheck of every month before for many years. But a few months ago I tried it the first month since I already had all the cash, and this month I just decided to put it later because how crazy and busy things are. So I may go back and forth, but that's the reason why the number fluctuated if you have been coming to my channel for a while and noticed this little glitch. So these are the accurate numbers as far as estimated budgeting, what I plan for Paycheck 1. We will see how that looks when we close out Paycheck 1 and set up Paycheck 2 later this month around the 15th. And that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye. We can leave and run away.